In this webinar, we're going to be doing a corporate overview of who Symmetry Financial Group is, who we're looking for, how it is that we're attracting such great quality people to our organization, which is why we are now the fastest growing insurance brokerage company of our kind in the United States. And it really has a lot to do with who's behind the company. Brandon Ellison, Casey Watkins, Brian Pope, they all came from the insurance industry prior to starting Symmetry as agents. And they got very frustrated with the industry because there's a lot of imbalance in the insurance business, a lot of imbalance from income from top to bottom. And most insurance companies, there's a lot of people at the top that make a lot of money and lots of agents that usually just scrape by. And that's why there's a lot of high turnover in this industry. And they were frustrated with that. There's also a lot of imbalance with time and money from an agent's perspective. There's a lot of time spent prospecting, talking to friends, talking to family, hustling referrals, and not a lot of time spent with clients that actually make you money. And because of that, there's an imbalance of time with family. And Brian Pope is just an icon in this industry. He's already built a company to over $100 million a year. Then you look at the company's sales history. We started in 2009 and did $307,000, and now in 2015 did almost $35 million in sales. When you look at this, you just have to realize that there's a system in place. But what's even more impressive is when Brian Pope, who again has already built a company to $100 million in sales, is projecting that by 2018, we'll do $100 million as a company. And 3 years later, in 2021, we'll break $300 million in annual sales. So very exciting times for Symmetry. And the reason we are growing as fast as we are is really because of the lifestyle that Symmetry has been able to create for so many agents within our company. Symmetry means balance. Balance between work and family, not having to trade time for money. Most insurance sales jobs, you're spending 10% of your time actually sitting down with clients who want to talk to you, and 90% of your time is spent prospecting. Again, calling friends and family, taking people out to lunch, getting referrals. And Symmetry has flipped those percentages. Symmetry agents spend about 90% of their time actually sitting in front of qualified people who have asked to be contacted and asked for the product that we offer. And what that does is it really creates consistency in activity, consistency in results, and consistency in income. Nobody likes the typical lifestyle of insurance agents where every week you feel like you're unemployed, constantly looking for the next sale. And with Symmetry, we don't have that. I view us as agents as problem solvers. So let's look at some of the problems that we can solve. Right now, we have a mortgage crisis with foreclosures. If you look at the news, it looks like things are getting better, but statistically, they're not. They're actually getting worse. If you look at New Jersey alone, New Jersey reported a 197% increase in foreclosures in 2015 over 2014. And over half of foreclosures actually happens because of a medical issue, a disability, or a death. And only 32% actually occurs because of a job loss or a decrease in income. So what are our solutions for these problems? Solution number one is mortgage protection. It's a $100 million industry. And what happens with this product is when a homeowner buys this product, it covers them for a death benefit. So if one of them does pass away, it's going to pay off the home for the family. So there's no risk of foreclosure. The second thing is for critical illness, a heart attack, cancer, stroke. If one of those events happens, it's going to pay off either a portion or the entire mortgage. And then a disability, whether it's from an accident or from a medical issue, it's going to make the mortgage payments for the family. And if the product's not used, if the homeowner does not pass away or have a critical illness and they pay off their mortgage, there's a return of premium. So they're going to get refunded all of the premiums they paid for their policy. So it becomes a very easy sale. Solution number two is final expense. This is a huge industry. And solution number three solves the problem that a lot of our homeowners deal with losing money in the market. We have products that will protect a homeowner's money, their retirement money, whether it be a 401k or IRA. The client can take advantage of any upside potential in the market with no downside risk. So how do we find our clients? How is it that we can spend 10% of our time prospecting and 90% sitting down with qualified people? It's through a mortgage protection lead program. What happens is our clients who get a new loan, whether it's a refinance or a new home purchase, they're going to get a letter from our company. And about 1.2 to 1.5% of those people will actually fill out this letter and mail it back. This letter is going to be tailored specifically for that client. It's going to have the client's name, it's going to have the lender name, and it's going to say something to the effect of, you are entitled to participate in an affordable mortgage protection insurance program, which would pay off the home of X amount of money in case of a death or a disability. Now, these homeowners are going to put their birthday, the spouse's birthday, whether or not they smoke, the best time to contact them. So these are the people that we're actually meeting with. These are people that have already expressed interest. They already said, that sounds like a product I would be interested in. So it becomes not as much of a sale as much as a consultation where we sit down with the homeowner and figure out what their main concerns are, which company is going to be the best company, best product based on their age, based on their loan amount, based on their health. And our job is really to sit down and qualify them. And because of that, most of our appointments are one-sit closes, where we take the application on the first appointment. Now, how does the lead program work? We have new leads and we have bonus leads. The new leads cost the company $60 on average per lead to generate. Now, because of this, they're very protective on who gets these leads and who we hire. Now, we don't charge $60 to the agent. We only charge $26 to the agent. Symmetry is a big believer in investing in the agents as long as they're willing to invest in themselves. Now, the bonus lead program, these leads originated as new leads, and if the agent does not sell that client within 5 weeks, it becomes a bonus lead available to another agent at $5. Now, they have leads for $4, $3, $2, all the way down to 50 cents per lead. And there's hundreds of thousands of bonus leads available all over the US. Agents can start on any budget. Now, I want you to notice down at the bottom it says leads are not required and are only available for agents who qualify and can maintain minimum production requirements. Some agents start off just talking to friends and family and referrals, just like other insurance companies, and you can do that for free. We're looking for part-time and full-time agents right now. Let's take a look at how you can make $57,000 per year as a part-time agent. Our average policy for clients is about $85 a month. Times 12 is about $1,000 of premium that client is going to pay over the course of a year. They call that annual premium volume. As a starting agent, you're going to start at a 60% contract. What that means is if you sell one policy for $85 a month or $1,000 annually, as a new agent, you're going to get 60% of that, which is $600 per sale. Now, for part-time agents, we recommend about 6 leads per week. So let's look at statistically what that means for an average agent. If you were to take 6 leads per week, you're going to sit on about 5 of those. And out of 5 appointments that you sit on, you're going to typically write about 3 applications if you're average. And out of those 3 applications, about 2 will get issued. 1 typically will either get declined or cancel. So out of those 2 applications, times $600, that's $1,200 per week in income, or $4,800 a month. Annually, that's $57,600 per year. Now, again, we're also looking for full-time agents. So let's look at how you can make $115,000 a year as a full-time agent. The recommended schedule for a full-time agent is 6 to 8 hours of calling leads and then meeting with clients Monday and Tuesday. That's a full-time schedule for our agents. We recommend 12 leads per week for a full-time agent. And statistically, if you're average, out of 12 leads, you're going to have 10 appointments that you sit on. You're going to take 5 applications, and 4 of those will get issued. Now, weekly, that's 4 apps times $600 or $2,400 a week in income, $9,600 a month, or $115,000 per year for a full-time agent. Now, let's take a look at those that would want to build an agency. We're looking for agents. We're also looking for agency managers and people who would want to run a territory and hire other agents. Now, let's assume in this example that you are still working with clients. You're at an 80% contract level, submitting 12 applications per month that get issued. which would yield an income of $9,600 per month, just like in the previous example. But you hire 3 agents. Brian is at a 70% contract level, Mary is at a 65% contract level, and Mike is brand new at 60%. So with Brian, there's a 10% spread between your 80% and his 70%. So let's assume that Brian writes 15 applications per month that get issued. That's about $15,000 in premium. His income will be about $10,500 per month off of that volume. Now, as a manager, you're going to get that 10% spread, which is $1,500 a month on just Brian's volume. Now, for Mary, her income is $6,500 a month. Because she's at a 65% commission level and you're at 80%, you as the manager would get that 15% difference, which is going to be $1,500 a month off of Mary. And for Mike, it's an extra $1,000 a month. So with this example and this volume, you're now earning a total of $4,000 a month in passive income in addition to your $9,600 that you're doing from your own business. Now let's take a look a little bit further down the road. If you've got 15 agents that work for you and you are not meeting with clients anymore yourself, you're simply managing those 15 agents and helping them. If you have 5 agents at a 70% contract and 5 agents at a 65% contract and another 5 agents at 60%, this volume would be a total of about $25,000 per month or $300,000 a year in income. Now we have training available. We provide all the training for the brand new agents through a program called the Fast Track Training. We have the 10 steps to success. We have scripts, videos, audios. We have live training. We have symmetry conferences and SWAT training twice a year. We have boot camps near you. One of the biggest advantages with Symmetry Financial Group over other insurance companies is this mentorship program, working directly with other people who have already had lots of success to teach you exactly what they did to have the success that they had. We have conference calls, weekly conference calls with Symmetry, and we also have weekly conference calls with the SWAT team. Now, we like to have fun. One of the incentives that the insurance companies give are incentive trips. This year, American Amicable is going to Kauai. We're doing Barcelona, Maui, St. Thomas, Punta Cana, Cabo, Ireland, Puerto Vallarta. Now, average agents earn on average 1 to 2 trips per year. So the lifestyle of our agents, not only do we have a great income, but we also have a great lifestyle of travel that doesn't cost our agents anything. Now, if this sounds appealing to you, again, we want to make sure there's going to be a good fit. We want to make sure we're going to be a good fit for you, but we also want to make sure you're going to be a good fit for us. What I'd like you to do is apply for an interview, click the link below, fill out the qualification questionnaire, and just list 3 reasons why you feel you're a good fit for our company. We're going to have one of our hiring managers reach out to you and set up an interview, and we'd like to discuss the next steps. Thanks a lot and have a great day.